afternoon, welcome back to my channel. Today I've come down to East Tilbury. I'm fishing roughly between East Tilbury and Tilbury. So as you can see behind me, you've got the old jetty there, which I think they used to dump rubbish off of. They used to get the rubbish coming off barges and take it. And then to the right of me, you can see the old cow patch. That's where we used to fish a lot as kids. So today I'm going to be set myself a little challenge. I'm going to see how many fish I can catch on a £2.50 budget. So I've got 1 mackerel with me and 3 squid. The mackerel equated to £1.50 and the 3 squid roughly £1. So let me get my rods in the water and I'll get back to you once I'm all prepped. Right, that's it. Got both rods set up now and I've just prepared all my bait. I've managed to get 24 little pieces of mackerel. There's only a little joey mackerel I got. And out of 3 squid, I think I've got 23 pieces of squid. That's including the heads. So I'm going to fish 1 rod with squid, 1 rod with mackerel, 2 hook flappers on both rods. So I'll just show you my bait. So that's my bait all prepared. Let's get the first rod out now. Right, I'll show me first bite on my left hand rod. That's the rod that's got the mackerel on it. Fishing with size 2 hooks on little flappers, 5-ounce weights. Also, I just got my bass rods with me today. Again, in most of the places I fish with my bass rods. It's only if I'm going for rays, cods, things like that, where I need a bigger weight, bigger baits. It's the only time I'll use anything other than these. I like to get a bit more of an enjoyment out of the bites, out of the fight. You know, I don't feel like a small place on there or anything like that. It certainly makes it a lot more fun. There we go. First fish on the squid, tiny little bass. Right, let's get this one back. Little diddy white in that time. This one's come on the mackerel. Quite surprised I ain't had a few more yet. Been here about 45 minutes so far. But let's see how we get on. Let's just get this one back and get the rod back out. A little bit bigger than the last one. I've been casting out a little bit further on the last 2 casts because I wasn't getting nothing around 40 yards. So I've just whacked it out as far as I can. I don't know how far it's gone, but it's gone a fair old way. But that's where we're picking them up. That was on mackerel again. Well, let's get back out. Right, it's got a bite on my right hand rod, that's got the squid on it. It's about to reel it in now, see what I've got on now. There you go. Nice little bass. On a size 2 hook and a tiny little bit of squid. It's a nice little one, probably about 25 centimetres maybe. I did have another little tiny bass first cast, but I've got a new GoPro and I'm having a bit of trouble with it. It didn't record the first fish I caught. So that's the second bass. And they both come on squid, funny enough. All the white and have come on the mackerel. Let's get this one back, get the rod back out. Well, I'll just show you the way I like to bait up, and I'm using just little bits of mackerel on their own and a little bit of squid. So you can see the mackerel's only like 10 mil, 1 centimetre thick. It's a little size 2 hook. I'll literally go through the top of the flesh, turn the hook and come straight out. You see, like, just sits like that on the hook. And I'll do it a similar way with the squid as well. So with the squid, you can see it's probably about 10 mil thick as well. I like to fold it in half, like so. Get the hook and pass it straight through. And again, that's how that is. It's a similar way as I'd bait. Like if I was tipping off baits, that's how I'd tip off a bait. If I was fishing with ragworm, a little bit of ragworm, that's how I'd finish it off when fishing for plaice and stuff like that. Even the bream. Bream love a little bit of squid like that on the hook. Every cast I'm reeling in, I'm getting a load of plastic, and it's mainly sanitary towels. All up in line and on my hook lengths. That's like pretty much every cast has been like that so far. There's a lot of little bits of weed floating about as well. Let's pick all this off, then I'll get both rods back out. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of it. Right, I just had to move my stuff back up a little bit. The tide's come across the top of the old sea wall there. It's about 10 past 2 now. High tide's about 3:15. So hopefully it don't come up too much further and I can see out the tide just down here, otherwise I have to move a little bit further along where it's a little bit higher. A lot of the old wall behind me is washed out, so it's a lot shallower than it is just to the right of me. There's still the old sea defence there, all grass on top of it, whereas here all the rocks you can see, they've all been moved out of the way and the ground's washed away. Another little whiting, this one again on the mackerel. All the whiting so far have come on mackerel and all the bass come on squid. So getting into a few now. I've got about 45 minutes till high tide. I've still got probably 10 bits of mackerel left, quite a few bits of squid still. Still got the squid heads as well. Right, let's get this one back and get the rods back out. Little double shot this time. One on mackerel, one on squid. I'm not sure how many I've had on each now, but there's been a few on both baits. They're both fishing really well. So let's get these back, get it back out there. And what I'll do is, when I finish the video, I'll write how many fish I've caught on what baits as well. Right, let's get these back to the water. Just had a lovely little bite on the right hand rod. That's the rod with the squid on. It had 2 squid heads on it. So give it another couple of minutes and I'll reel that in if I don't get no more action and have to swap over baits. Another nice little whiting. That one come on the squid head, the one I said I had the little rattle on. So just put it back out again. You can see behind me the water's getting close now. I might have to move everything a bit up on the grass. I don't know how much I'll be able to record after that. So I've got a couple of foot of water behind me. And then I'm going to have to move. Right, let's get this one back. Right, got another double shot of whiting. They're a nice size, them ones. Both of these have come on mackerel. I think it's just hit high water now. The tide's just started to turn. So I've got 6 pieces of mackerel left and about the same on squid. So I'll have another few casts. They'll get packed away. Let's get these back. So we've just hit high water and started to pick up a lot of fish. Another whiting, this one again on my last squid head. So I think I'll probably equal numbers between squid and mackerel. So when I go back through the footage, I'll work out what I've caught of each. But yeah, so it's turned out right now. It was a bit slow to start with, and I was thinking it was going to be a bit rubbish, but yeah, it's not doing too bad. There we go, another little diddy white into mackerel. Been a good session this, I've really enjoyed it. I know it's only fishing for whiting, but I've come expecting to catch whiting, so it's been good. Weather's been kind, overcast, just how you really want it. Not too bright, not much wind. Yeah, it's been a good session though. Another little white into the squid. Quite surprised how well the squid has fished. I did think the mackerel was going to outfish it by quite a lot, to be honest. And I'm only fishing with like little tiny strips, so there's no great scent coming off it. And I'm fishing really coloured water. I'm really surprised. I know what I'll be doing in the future when I'm fishing for whiting. I'll just buy the cheap bait. There we go, another 2 whiting on the mackerel baits. Been fishing really well. Looking forward to working out how many I've caught. I'm quite surprised how many I've had so far. I don't know how many it is, but I'd imagine it's got to be high teens. Right, let's get this rod back up. But that's it, last few baits on. Got one out giving mackerel, one out of squid. Quite surprised. I've picked up a few fish on the flood. Ones or twos here and there. But as it just hit high water and the tide was slack, started to pick up a lot more fish. And again now the tide's turned, it's ebbing out, it's going out quite fast. The fish have slowed down again. I think that's the first cast I've reeled in and I haven't had a fish on. So I've got my last rods out now, so start packing away, pick up a little bit of rubbish, and then I'll get back to you. Oh, but that's it, that's my last cast. Another nice little size whiting. That one was on mackerel as well. So I've got the other rod packed away now. Just got to pack this one away, I can make my way back to the path. Just starting to lose the light as well now. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's just starting to get a little bit dark. It's just coming up 4 o'clock. Well, I'll get back to you on my way back to the car. Right, that's me all packed up. Just walking back to the car. Got quite a walk in front of me, got about 20 minutes. So it was a good session again, all in all. I don't know how many whiting I end up with. I know I had the 2 bass, they both come on squid baits. But I think that was equally split between the mackerel and the squid. So it just goes to show you, like, I spent £2.50 on that bait, £1.50 for the mackerel, and £1 it worked out for the 3 squid when I divided it up. So it just goes to show you, like, you don't need to spend a fortune. Now normally I'd spend probably 20-25 quid on a session. So next time I know there's only whiting about, I know what I'll be doing. Right, well, hopefully I'll catch you all soon. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to me. It means a lot. Right, I'll catch you all soon.